What's up, YouTube? It's me, your girl, Roxy. It's Sunday morning, about 9:50, I believe. I'm supposed to be um, getting up, getting ready to go to church, but I decided I won't go today. But anyway, for the last past 3 weeks, it's a lot of stuff that's been heavy on my heart around here in this little town that I live in. It's called Okolona, Mississippi. So much is going on, you know, and it's real heavy on my heart, and it ain't a whole lot that I could do, but it's just the things that's going on around me. You know, I'm seeing kids, don't have parents that's there to, to nurture them the way that our parents nurtured us. With just the necessities that they need. Things such as a bed to sleep in, pajamas to sleep in. Things like that. I'm not talking about stuff like computers and Apple watches and tablets and all that stuff. Those are not necessities. I'm talking about necessities. And I work every day, but I'm not able to help everybody. I have 10 grandchildren, and God knows I try to do the best I can when it comes to those 10. And all of my grandkids, parents work every day except for one. And I just pray to God, God bless her with a job to help with, her children. But anyway, it's not just, I'm not just talking about my grandkids. I see other kids out here that's are struggling with necessities. Although they are in the system, as far as getting food stamps and Section 8 and things of that nature. But sometimes that's not enough. They give you enough to to make it, to live. But these kids' needs are way beyond food stamps and Section 8 and things of that nature. I hate to see a child go to bed in their clothes. I think a child should go to bed. I think a child should have a bed to go to bed in their PJs to get a good night's sleep. That's it. Just get a good night's sleep. Where their minds can be refreshed in the morning for when they get ready to go to school and perform at school like they should. That kind of stuff, it bothers me. But I said that to say this. It's so much going on. I live in Mississippi, and right now there's a gang war going on in the prisons. And the reason why I brought that up is because there's a reason why those prisons are filled with different types of people, because something went wrong. Something went wrong. And I can't just sit back and just blame the parent, because I'm a parent. I have 5 children. Well, grown. All my children are grown. And I lost one of my sons to the prison system. And God knows I did everything that I could to keep my son from going to prison. But he did a year in prison. And right now he's out of prison. And it was like as soon as he came home from out of prison, maybe 2 months later, a gang war broke out. And people down there losing their lives, getting stabbed, and just different things that's going on. And they going without water, and what else they was going without lights. They had to get some emergency help down there because of the situation. But anyway, y'all, we got to do something. And I want to start with the kids. I want to start with the kids. I want to do something in this little small town that nobody pays any attention to. And I sit back and I think about the kids. They got to grow up. And I don't want these kids to be lost in the system because their parents out here, they're young parents, and they're out here, and everything nowadays is about drugs. Somebody got to step in and do something. And I want to be that person. And to be fair about it, I don't even want to start with my kids. I want to start with somebody else's kids. Because I think that I can pretty much handle my end. It get hard sometimes, but I really believe deep in my heart that I'm doing a good job of handling my kids, my grandkids. I mean to say my grandkids, because all my kids are grown, like I say. But it just saddens my heart to know that it's a child right here in this community that I live in. Small, very small community. Population is about 2,500 to 3,000. And everybody know everybody. And, we got people that's, up on their high horse or whatever. They want to stay on their high horse, and that's them. But I mean, what are we gonna do about the generation that's coming up? What are we? I can't do it by myself. And it's something that can be done. And I know it is. And I pray to God that something turn around for these children. We have a school up here on Main Street. The building is condemned. The 3-story building is condemned. And they got children from, I believe, K through 5 in the same building. The 5th grader was over at the high school. And I felt like that wasn't fair to those kids, the 5th graders. They had no business going to school with 5th graders going to school with high school children. Come on now. But they had to, make do with what they had, with the resources that they had. And like I said, it's not fair to the kids. It's not fair. I know if I could, I would make sure that these kids be separated coming up in the school system like they supposed to be. A 5th grader going to school with a 12th grader, Really? Come on now. No. But anyway, I may be all over the place, but it's just so much going on in my head right now when it comes to these kids. So, I just, somebody can give me some pointers, some ideas, anything that could help when it comes to these kids. Anything that could help when it comes to these kids. And like I said, I'm not just talking about my kids, my grandkids. I'm talking about all these kids around here. All these kids. A 7-year-old kid, the way things are going on now, a 7-year-old kid has no business walking nor riding a bike unsupervised. Where is this kid's parent? What is this kid's parent doing that is so important that they let their child go out here unsupervised, knowing what's going on? Why are you sending your child to the store unsupervised? You knowing what's going on. You know what's going on around you. Kids come up missing every single day. And then when somebody grab one of these kids, then there you go. On the news, slobbing and crying and hollering. But you know what's going on. It's hard enough to send your child to school and hoping and praying that your child make it home safe with their life because of the school shootings. That's hard enough for any parent to have to deal with. But then your dumb tail come along and do stupid stuff too. These kids out here playing on the playground or in the yard. These kids supposed to be supervised. What is you doing? What is so important? Because if somebody snatch up one of these kids, you know where to go look for them at? Because I don't. Once they got them, baby, do you know the odds of getting your child back? You might not even get your child back. It's scary. It's very scary. I had 5 children. And when I was raising mine, I made sure that my kids were with me, or my mama, or my sister. I didn't even allow my kids to spend the night with nobody. Because number one, I only know what goes on in this home. I don't know what goes on in my friend's house when they doors are closed. No. We don't play that. We didn't play that spending the night. No. But like I said, if anybody got any ideas or pointers or any way that they could help in any kind of way, I really would just like to start with getting in contact with kids and their parents. Just, trying to get them a bed to sleep in. Make sure they have a bed to sleep in at night. Some PJs to go to bed in at night. Some books for them to read. Something to keep them occupied, keep their mind occupied. And, things of that nature. That's it. And if that becomes successful, then we can move on to the next thing. We got to start somewhere. We got to help these kids. Thank y'all. And please subscribe to my channel. I'm new to this game, but subscribe to my channel. Thank you. I love you. And God bless you.